Marcel.
Yes, Flex.
Faz is bigging you up. I said it would be a draw, didn't I?
Yeah,
I was like,
you
it was a
did,
draw.
yes, you
I
did.
tell you what, I thought you did it at probably about 75th, 80th minute, whenever, I don't know, before Ronaldo scored. But listen, massive win. Forget all that. Massive win. Ronaldo shows up, clutch.
Yeah, 100%, man. Important hat trick, man. And we've been criticising him because he hasn't been scoring many goals of late or whatever. But that doesn't matter. He's about work. He's been saying it in difficult times. It's just about work, consistent work, being together as a team. And he carried this team with a performance. Not with whatever the fiascos, the talk, whatever. He put in 3 absolutely world-class finishes today. Was in the right area for Sancho's assist, a fantastic flick by Fred, and a world-class strike. And everyone was up. Everyone was up after that. Complete. And that's what we want sometimes. We're looking at it, in this ground. We're waiting for them to show us something and have a reason to support them. And he gave us that straight away. Boom, top corner. Can't say nothing.
It was like the old Ronaldo. That was vintage Ronaldo. Yeah, vintage Ronaldo.
Perfectly said, Flex. Vintage Ronaldo. Class on a different kind, undeniable class. The header as well was good as well, and that carried us through, and that ensured the points. In the first half, the press was good. I think I liked the press. We forced them into a lot of mistakes. If it wasn't a lot of mistakes, Pogba had a few tackles in there. Telles had a few tackles in there. Telles was good today as well. Yeah. As a left back, he's fighting for that position, and I feel like because we've got a load of average fullbacks, they all have to compete.
They all got to play like 8s every game.
Yes. And that's good. That's healthy competition. And Ralph's mixing it well, and there was a good balance in that midfield today. Matic holds the line very well as the 6. You can tell he's a 6.
Yeah.
So he holds that line very well. And if he made a lot of fouls because he's not got the legs. But if he's protecting that space, you're gonna get hit now because he's in that space where opponents want to be there. But if you play it to the opponent, he's gonna get clattered by Matic. He's not got the legs anymore to make the clean tackles. Fred was just everywhere, so dynamic. And I love to see when Fred plays like this. He's always in the right space today. He was in the right space offensively to get the ball and drive at it, or he's in the right space defensively to pick up the ball or just make tackles. So he was just in the right places every single part of the game today. And that's why he's had a fantastic game. Matic was leggy towards the end but had a fantastic game. And in the first half, 2-1, you're thinking, listen, we can go on and develop from this.
And we come out in the second half and we kept surrendering the ball. We couldn't. It was us playing on the counter. It was us playing on the. I was really surprised by that, and then that inevitable goal came. Yeah, to concede that, and then you're thinking, what do we have in the moment? Can we keep going? Did you see? And we will critique the performance a little bit more. Yeah. But in terms of the fight and the spirit of the team, obviously it was questioned at City. Are they putting in enough? Are they believing in themselves? How much of that did you see today in terms of fight, and how much was it? Would you say it was because Spurs are not very good, etc., etc.? How do you assess it?
That's true. So it was stalemate. That I would say that whole second half was stalemate. But again, because Fred was in the right positions, I just feel like we had the better of the drop of the ball. When the ball was in the air, it was Fred coming with it and carrying it out, driving with the ball. I just feel like we had more of the ball when we needed to have it in half 50-50s and then that sort of thing. So I feel like it was more to do with us today. Yes, we beat them. We beat them away from home.
Yeah, comfortably as well. Scored 6 goals in 2 games against them.
Yeah, so we know that we could beat this team. So there is an element of that. We know that we are superior to this team. Yes. But at the end of the day, we still had to deliver a job, and we didn't drop heads. Yes, we conceded the goal. That's key. It's a key part of it. And Ronaldo carried us for that last goal. So that's another key part of it as well. He had 5 chances today. He puts away 3. I'll say 4 chances because he had the half chance. Sancho plays it into him. They had a little link up, and then he has the half shot.
Cross goal. Yeah, the toe poke one near post.
Yeah. So then he had a few, but the 3 beautiful opportunities at goal, and he delivers. And that's, like you said, vintage Ronaldo. In terms of when Cavani comes on, he's decided to play for us today.
It's nice to see.
It's nice to see him, and we clapped him, and we love that player. We love Cavani, so it's good that he's come and he's back with the team and he's amongst the players. Elanga didn't get much minutes today, but still involved and still played well. I just feel like everyone had a good. I thought Delo was going to be the issue. I really thought Son was going to be all over him, but
very quiet.
Very quiet, slipping all over the place. I don't know what's wrong with his
boots.
Yeah, he needed to change his boots.
Yeah,
he was just slipping all over the place, and I just don't feel like Tottenham really offered much. Kane, I thought was going to be a showcase match for him today. I really thought he was going to show his class today and show why he wants to be a part of this team.
Kept him fairly quiet, really, didn't we? In terms of how we can bring people into play and spring on us. His range of passing when he drops deep, he didn't really do that today. Obviously, he scores a great penalty. That's Harry Kane from 12 yards. It's going to happen. But in terms of what could have been, in terms of giving them big chances, I feel like I agree with you there. break down Jadon Sancho's performance.
He's a fantastic player. He needs to do a lot more driving, but it's just we're so comfortable with the quality that he'll produce in that final third. That's what it is. When we want him to express himself, because we know that there's going to be something of high quality at the end usually. You know, it's again, he gave a half opportunity to Ronaldo in that second half. In the first half, a very good assist. Every time he picks up the ball, it's excitement. Jinking runs, dropping the shoulder. We want that in the club. It's not Ryan Giggs level, but we want players like that. Exciting players. So we haven't seen that for a long time. Rashford hasn't been at that level. I liked Rashford's performance today. It was a lot better than what it's usually been.
So still not his level, but you think showed a little bit better.
At Brentford, I'm an advocate of this man.
Yeah,
he played. Yeah,
you ride out. You do.
Yeah,
right.
he scored. He scored then he goes into West Ham, scores, and it's been horrible since then. But he will come back and he will be a Man United player for us. Maguire, have to give Maguire praise today, Flex, because he did keep, like we were saying, he keeps.
A lot of people I think would disagree. I saw a lot of people giving him stick and stuff like that, and you know, it's everyone's opinion, but yeah, you see it as okay, unfortunate with the own goal.
Yes,
kind of that will go down as like typical Harry Maguire. But actually, for the whole game, I don't really remember Kane doing anything. He was in on tackling him quite a few times, stopping him turning.
Yeah, in the first half, stabs at it, and very early in the first half, stabs at it. Could have been a little bit more composed, yes, but he's putting his body about, and he was given it a difficult job for Harry Kane today, and that's all you need to do. No, he wasn't a top 7, 8, but he done a defender's job today. So I got to give him the praise for it. Yes, the own goal's shocking. That for me personally, you know, 2 Tottenham players are in behind him and he doesn't know. So that's why he's maybe stuck a leg out, panic, whatever. But it's character. He stays on the pitch. I think he's got a little injury. I'm not sure. And I think Ronaldo's scored a hat-trick off an injury. He's just come back from an injury.
Hip flexor looked alright.
Yeah. Had a rocket Ronaldo shot. Yeah. So I just feel like, honestly, it looked good today, but we need to carry that into Atletico now because, you know...
Do you fancy us now? Yeah. Ronaldo buzzing the confidence, hat-trick, it's his competition, the Champions League. Yeah. Are you confident going into that?
Yeah, 100% Flex. I mean, they're going to make it very, very difficult for us, and we have a problem with breaking down back fours.
Exactly.
That's going to be the challenge there. Can we break down the 2 banks of 4? We haven't been able to do it under Oli, and under Ralph now, we're high up into the pitch. A lot of times in this game, we were in the opposition's half, but can we get passes through them? We were playing more around them today, trusting Sancho to get around, you know, the clip over for Matic, the clip over for Maguire into Sancho. So we like to play around them. Can we get passes and clever passes through into the defensive areas, like for Elanga's goal in the Champions League, and then we're closer and we get better shots on goal. But other than that, I feel like it was good today. You know, Ronaldo does what he needs to do for us, and we need Sancho to perform. We need Rashford to perform.
Last thing, who was your man of the match?
I really like Telles today. Really?
Today. That's obviously, everyone's going to say Ronaldo and Sancho.
Yeah, it's too easy to give it. It's too easy to give it to Ronaldo good for me. Ronaldo was world class today. But if it's not Ronaldo, then I would give it to Telles.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Telles.
Okay. Love that, bro.